And for my subscribers and everyone else who's probably here to the end, thank you for watching. And also, the Gleam contest is going really well. I've got 50 participants so far. You really want that dual power box, so keep it going. Rock on, yeah. What's up, guys? It's Scalec, and today we're here with
Raymond.
And Raymond has a deck profile for us that he went pretty well with when he went
5-4-1 at the Columbus State Regionals, and so my draw, because they were doing top 64 and I was at table 63, and my draw is what caused me to not get my national invite.
Alright, so we're going to go over his deck. Alright, take it away.
Alright, so you wanted me to do spells first, so we're going to do spells first. So we'll do the best card in the deck, in my opinion. 3 Lost Worlds.
Lost Worlds, alright.
Because literally the token you get off of it, no matter, you can open up with a bad hand with a dinosaur, and this just makes it not a bad hand. So even if you open up with a baby, because you play 3 babies, and then you play the 1 Drac Alio, so you kind of die sometimes inside.
And you only need 1 token.
I only play the 1 token, because, you know, you never give them more than 1. And then the second best card in the deck. The free, I'm going to drop a conductor and just be funny.
All
Double
that.
evolution pill.
It's a pretty cute card.
It's a great card. And
how many times did it, let's see, does it get summoned from the deck?
it brings it straight from deck to board.
Okay, how many times did you get ashed for that?
None.
None?
Out of 10 rounds in Columbus, I didn't get ashed a single time.
Wow.
But I actually only resolved pill maybe 3 to 4 times out of 10 rounds.
Wow.
Majority of the time I was dropping conductor just straight from hand. Or
Nice.
searching him off of Oviraptor and putting him in the hand. And then dropping him, so. And you have your typical just baseline, you know, 2 terraforming. 3 call by.
Now, how good
Obviously.
was Called By?
Fantastic. Because it saved Oviraptor so many times. Because everybody likes to ash the Oviraptor. Or they like to ash this card, you know.
Right, Fossil Dig.
The second Oviraptor. Because Fossil Dig allows me to search a level 6 or lower dinosaur. Then the 1 Gold Sire for the 1 Giant Rex and the 1 Foolish. Although, you know, most of the time you'll end up siding these out game too. Because, you know me, with my luck, I always draw the Quatless, so it kind of kills the Foolish Burial. So I stopped playing it for a while, but I put it back in before regionals, and it was actually, I'm so happy I did. Because I didn't draw Quatless once in 10 rounds.
Nice.
So, and that's it for the spells. So, now we'll just move on to the main monsters of the deck. And you play a monster mash, so it's really heavy. You don't play any traps. You don't main deck any traps. So the best guy in the deck.
Ooh, 3 Tyranno. Nice. Best boss monster in the game right now.
The best boss monster ever. And then his best pal. The Mr. I'm gonna search everything.
Now, is that your only card that you normal summon?
Majority of the time, yes, unless you need to get a token on board with Lost World, and then you can just normal summon. You know, we play 2 baby. I was playing 3, and I thought about putting her back to 3, but she was bricky so much that I dropped her to 2. But then there was a few times in round 7 against Danger Thunder, I really needed a 3rd one because he exhausted my resources because he ashed the first one and he called by the second one. And I don't know why Danger Thunder was playing ash because normally they don't play hand traps, but he was, and he hit it, and so I had a play where I could go for another one, but I was forced to do my other baby, which I play the 1 Pito because he's a free Pancreatops.
Gotcha.
It can't attack, but it doesn't matter because Pancreatops just pops stuff anyway. So you have your 3 babies, and like I said, you can normal summon these, get the token, enter battle, smack the token, Effect a Lost World to save the token, and then special the Oviraptor off of blowing up one of your babies. And then Oviraptor gets his effect, and you can search your conductor, or you can dump your Quatless to grave, which he's here. We play the one.
The one.
The one. The only one, because I will not play more than one, because he is horrible. Unless you want spell and trap negates, then otherwise than that, he's fantastic. But
in this meta.
In this meta, nobody really cares. No, I'm just kidding. Sky Striker's still at 1, at the top. It's kind of annoying, because this deck dies the Widow Anchor. But that's why my side deck, I got a card in there specifically for Sky Strikers. The last 3 of, which is the best card ever.
Pancreas.
And I say he's the best card ever because everybody plays him inside their side.
I can't wait till he gets reprinted into Super.
He's getting super.
So
reprint.
nice.
I play the 1 Dino Wrestler Stegosaur because he searches a Pancre to your hand when he's special. And if you have a Pancre in graveyard, when he's destroyed at the end phase, you can get the Pancre back to hand. The 1 Dogran, because you can search it and get rid of any problematic monster that Conductor actually can't get over, like Clearwing. Conductor has a real problem with getting over Clearwing because of his effect to negate an attack or an effect, and then killing Conductor. The 1 Draculio for your Chambara plays, so you can just go straight for the 8100 OTK, which I resolved so many times.
Yeah, so this is a real kind of control OTK kind of deck.
And it can go first because you can set up a board of negates. You can set up Dolkas and set on a Conductor or a Logia and Conductor. Or I got a few little techs I like to play in my extra deck for Lost World. One of them I'll show you next. It's funny because you just get free pluses off of it as long as you have Lost World. And then the last 2 is just the 1 Giant Rex, obviously for the free special, and then the 1 Miscellaneous Saurus, which he can come back to 3 at any time now.
Yeah.
I would not be mad at all.
Make all your stuff
Make
untouchable.
Untouchable during main phases, though. So you can still get rid of Conductor and stuff during battle phase, and nobody. I don't see why he's at 1. He's good. He's good. Because you can banish him from grave and special 1 from deck, but. Other than that, I don't see why he's still at 1. Not with all the back row and hand traps and everything.
And speaking of hand traps...
Yeah, we'll move on to the last little bit of, monster lineup here. Unfortunately, it is hand traps. It's a lot of them because this is... I call it hand trap Dino because, yes, it plays Lost World, so you could do it as Lost World Dino, but... I call it hand trap Dino because you literally just use the hand traps to disrupt your opponent on their first turn. Then once they waste everything to kind of get past the hand traps, you go drop your conductors and you just go for game. Right now, the best hand trap, in my opinion, 3 Ogre. It hits Sky Striker multi-roll. In a mirror match, it'll hit the enemy conductor. Yes, his effect will still flip your stuff, but you'll at least get rid of the 3500 beat stick. It hurts Thunder Dragons if you hit, or Danger Thunder if you hit their Saryuja or their
Oh yeah, Saryuja, it's a big one.
Their Summon Sorceress. It hits a lot of things. I was playing it at 2, but I bumped it up to 3 before regionals started. And I just really thought it would come in handy, and it did, because that's what gave me game on the Thunder Guide. Both rounds. Then, obviously, the best hand trap ever made.
Ash Blossom, of course.
Ash Blossom. We'll put it out there. Ash Blossom. And then last 2 Valor.
Valor over Impermanence?
It's budget. But honestly, if I had Impermanence, I probably would still play the Valor. Because in this deck specifically, with the amount of hand traps you're playing to the ratio of dinos, normally you get them in hand, and they all just become, if you have a hand trap you don't like, it's all fuel for pill. All fuel. So it just, if you get a Valor and an Ash in hand, and you have, a Giant Rex in hand, you can just go ahead and maybe get rid of the Ash and the Giant Rex, or the Valor, the Giant Rex, So then you get your free level 4, and you get your conductor or quatless, whatever you want to put on board first. And it's done. I mean, that's it for the main deck, though. It's 42? 42?
Cool.
So it's not bad. I mean, I rarely brick with it.
Except when you get quatless in hand.
Except when I get quatless in hand, and that's a problem. And I guess we'll go on to the extra deck now. So, like I was saying earlier, you have the OTK, the easiest OTK, and exactly for 8100 is with Chimara. Because you'll just normally Oviraptor if you have a conductor in hand or a pill that can bring out a conductor. You'll drop conductor. Or, well, you won't drop conductor. First, you'll Oviraptor, search miscellaneous, pitch Miscellaneousaurus, banish miscellaneous to special the Dracaelio from deck, sync with him and the Oviraptor into Chambara, and then you can banish the 2 Aleo and Oviraptor, drop the conductor, or double evolution pill, and then you have exactly 8100. Because conductor can swing, or not conductor, but Chambara can swing twice, once for 22, and then he gains 200 again and swings for 24. And then I know everybody only plays one of, but these 2 specifically, just 2 ofs, I've found fantastic.
2 Dulca, 2 Logia?
Yes, because there's countless times I've gone and sat into 2 of these, or I've gone and sat into 1-1, and then I needed another one of the other one, and I didn't have it. So at regionals, I've actually, there was a match against, I think it was Guru Control, where I actually went into 2 Logias that game. And I'm glad I did because it stopped his little final battle trap that keeps resetting itself. Then the hilarious
the Gustav
end game. I would play Dora if I had it, the next rank up one, but I don't have it, so I just played the Gustav and that was it. The Gustav I actually won game with him one time when we went into. He's actually what gave me the draw between the Pen Magician and me, because, Pen Magician's won round 1 because he won the dice roll. So he set up a board of negates that I couldn't get through. And then I went Gustav in time, and I burned him for 2k. And so I won match 2, and so we drew. I didn't like that, but amazing card and format. Like right now.
Yeah, Abyss Dweller.
Hands down the best rank 4. Because it shits on so many decks, and it's ridiculous. Because Salads, Sky Striker, Ray Engrave can't come back. I'm trying to think what else is a big problem for it. I mean, I've always had an out to it, but that's mostly because of Lost World. Once you get that token, your opponent really can't hand trap you. The only one he can hit you with is mostly Ash and Ogre, because they don't target. Geiger Cowboy. Because the old school burn
still works.
Still works. The 800 still makes a difference with this new time rule. 1 Tornado Dragon because Conductor does not like back row. And because I switched out Twin Twisters and side, so I don't play Twin Twisters and side anymore. So I mostly just use the Tornado Dragon. He helps against Pen Magicians. And then my favorite tech is the number 103 Ragnar Zero. This is the one I was telling you about with the Lost World, because whenever a monster on field, his attack is different than the original attack it was at, you can detach a card, pop it, and draw a card. So you Lost World and go into this, and then you can just pop their monsters and get free draws. It's funny.
Oh, it's so evil.
It's funny. I like it. And then, you don't really care about your extra deck in Dinos, obviously, because if I want Pot of Extravagances. They would make it so much faster, but I'm not spending the money on it. And the fact that I made it to top tables with this, without Pot of Extravagances is nice. But I play the 1 Underclock Taker, the 1 Pentastag for the Conductor Pierce. This is ridiculous. The Nightmare Package, but without the Unicorn, because I do not own a Unicorn. But obviously I don't need it because you don't care about your extra deck. And then the 1 Summon Source. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to add a Reproductus in here. But, with the Pentastag or the Underclock Taker, you can still get to Summon Sort. So, but I rarely ever go into any link excluding the Pentastag. He's actually the number 1 link I probably go into.
I need to win that
Okay, now we'll move on to the side deck. This card is great. Contact C.
Now, not many people are going to know what Contact C is.
I'm sure a lot probably do now, but this is so good against salads, prank kids, sky strikers, anything that relies on their extra deck specifically that needs an archetype. Because when they go into something, you can special this to their side of the field. Now they can no longer go in extra deck as long as they control this, unless they use this as a material for whatever it is they're trying to go in there for. So whether it's an Xseed, Synchro, Fusion, Link, they have to get rid of this. So, like, salads, when they normal the Lady Debug, you can hit them with this. Yes, they'll still get the search, but they can't extend any further. They can only go into the Dora and then pass. At least that's every single one that I did it to did that. They exactly went into Dora or Nightmare Phoenix and then passed. And then after that, I just OTK. Then the 3 Denko Sekka, because, I mean, you love your normal summon in Dinos, you do. But when you normal summon this and then drop a conductor next to it, it's hilarious. Also, if you draw it and you don't need it, it's a thunder, so it's more fuel. More fuel for pill, because it's another target. It's another non-dinosaur target. That's what you'll see about my extra deck or side deck, is most of it is hand traps or stuff that can still be used as pill fuel. So that way you don't brick. Now these are in different sleeves because I've already changed, side decks since regionals. But the 3 Lancia, because
super useful
against Blue Eyes Guard Dragon, any deck that plays Guard Dragon, any deck that Spanishes a lot, from Thunders to Danger Thunder to, this right here just kills their entire turn. Like, I'll go second, I'll draw this, and during their standby phase on their first turn, if I have this in hand, I'll pitch it. And now your whole first turn's pretty much dead. So unless you have enough hand traps to disrupt me, I'm going to probably OTK. 3DD Crow. This card is fantastic against salads. Some Danger Thunder, depending on... You don't want to hit the Thunder Dragon, but if you hit the right cards that go to grave at the right time, they just kind of slows their play. It interrupts them. Mostly in here for Spinny. Salads, you can just hit the Spinny and then their extender's gone. Or you can hit the Judgment or the Rage, whichever one they pitch off a Gazelle, and then you can just go ahead and banish it and get it out of the way. Because once they banish it, they can't get it back. Or you can get rid of the annoying Balinks too.
Oh yes,
keeps you from popping their board. And then the hands down the best card that gave me so many wins, because so many people sided so much stuff against me. And there can only be one, does not hurt dinosaurs. I will just summon Conductor and set on him. But Red Reboot.
Good card.
Best card. Best card in my side deck, aside from probably the Lancia. Lancia won me so many games. And that is it, though.
Well, nice. So, with all of your now experience with dinos being at top tables, I don't know when the next event is.
Well, I know it's Nationals is in Pittsburgh.
That's what it is.
I don't know what comes after the Nationals, though.
Well, are you going to continue to play dinos?
Probably.
Nice.
I mean, I'm playing other things right now, but this guy makes me love the deck so much.
Conductor is a boss.
He is the boss. He is the boss.
All right. Well, thanks for the deck profile.
No problem.
Hope we meet again in the next regional.
I'm sure you will. If not, you'll see me around here for sure,
Awesome.
along with this guy.
Nice. All right. Well, thanks again. And for my subscribers and everyone else who's probably here to the end, thank you for watching. And also, the Gleam contest is going really well. I've got 50 participants so far. You really want that dual power box. So keep it going. Rock on. Yeah.